Hello, my name is Adebanji Bamidele, and this is my industry interview number one presentation. Now, the person that I have decided to interview is Mike Conti, who is the managing editor of Sports Radio 92.9 The Game and contributes daily to the station's midday and afternoon shows. Additionally, he hosts the pregame, halftime, and postgame shows on both the Atlanta Falcons radio network and the Atlanta Hawks radio network, and is the play-by-play voice of Atlanta United. He has over 2 decades of experience in broadcasting, which has included stops in New Orleans, where he covered the Saints and Hornets, Savannah, where he covered the Masters and PGA Tour golf, and in State College, Pennsylvania, where he covered Penn State football. He has served as the play-by-play announcer for the New Orleans Voodoo of the Arena Football League and for high school championship sports on the Pennsylvania Cable Network. So, to give a summary of the interview, I started off by asking questions about Mr. Conti's background and how he got into broadcasting, and he started off with saying how he would say and read the morning announcements at his local high school, which had a journalism program. And then we went on to who are his biggest inspirations and what he does on a day-to-day basis, how he gets himself prepared, and what he does specifically, like throughout the day. And like I finally ended with like, what's his opinion on the state of Atlanta sports? Seeing as we haven't won a championship since 2018 with the MLS Cup, and before that it was over 26 years. So then the key points to the interview were when I asked what his typical day looks like, and Mr. Conti said that he'll wake up early and brief himself on the sports news of the previous day or the news that he didn't get time to get to for about an hour or two. He then said he'd spend 2 hours preparing for when he goes on air at 12 p.m. Then from 12 to 6, he'd be given the sports updates. And then later that night, he would then be broadcasting the Hawks game. The next key point was the most important lesson that he learned. And he said that to always be prepared. You can never be too prepared for a broadcast or anything in life. And to build up a routine to the point that you pride yourself in over-preparedness. He also said that that the challenges that he faced in his career, he said that till this day, he still struggles with networking and trying to associate with the right people. He said that this is a talent-based industry, and you have to have the right agent and the right connections, or else you won't be able to get as far as you yourself think you can. And he also said that he knows he's more talented than some of the guys who have like top positions, but he won't be able to get that top position because he doesn't have the networking ability or knows the people that work with those in that top position to get that top position. So the most important thing that I learned throughout the whole interview was to bet on myself and take risk. Mr. Conti kept on telling me throughout the interview to put myself out there and aim high, even amidst this pandemic. He said there's still opportunities out there, whether virtual or in person, that we can get to gain experience. He said just don't concentrate on one area of sports, but concentrate on many, because you never know what opportunities you can get from the non-traditional. Like you usually think of baseball, basketball, football. Well, he said put yourself in position for like positions in soccer, or golf, or water polo, or cricket, any one of those. And what I would do differently, I would definitely ask more in-depth questions on the specifics of radio. And I would also make sure to extend or ask follow-up questions instead of just giving the okay after my question was answered, but give up follow-up questions so that you can get more extended answers. And thank you for watching this presentation.